He didn't hear that.
He didn't hear it.
Nope, never mind. We'll let him.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Amaze Boy 91, Medikai, and call sign Suitcase.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Maximum Mouthage Mayhem.
I don't think it was that. I think it was old people smell.
Echo. The rainbow.
It's Magma and the tiny
and
horse.
The tiny horse.
Damn.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, I think I just
Maximum Mouthage podcast.
Season 3.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Amaze Boy 91 here alongside Medikai, and
That's me.
we actually have a special guest here tonight.
Bro, this took way longer than it should to get him on this thing.
Freaking tall and skinny is finally here.
We have talked about this boy since like episode 2 of season 1.
Good day, ladies and gentle farts.
Yes.
He's already fitting in. He made a fuck.
Yes.
He made it.
So, unfortunately, call sign Suitcase is not here tonight because...
This boy is passed out.
Yes, he is passed out thinking about making pizzas as Peppino spaghetti.
Man, I can't do the Limbus Company joke with him now. Man.
Yeah, Suitcase, what was that game that you really like? Oh, right, he's not here.
Oh.
Damn. So, tonight, folks, we have a part 2, actually.
We were originally going to do the retro podcast.
Yes, we were going to do the retro game
Hence why Tom
podcast
Skinny's
tonight,
here.
but
Hello.
we
Because
don't
he
want to
went
do
with.
that without Suitcase here.
We can't. Just the story, we can't. It wouldn't feel right.
Exactly.
It would not feel right.
But we have a part 2 tonight, which
Part 2!
back on season 1 was actually the second episode that we did was video game music that we enjoy, that we grew up with, and this is the part 2 of that podcast.
Which now finally has me in it.
Yeah, exactly, because
Me
originally
too.
me and Suitcase, so now we actually have a couple more people here
Yep.
for more opinions and stuff.
And we lost Suitcase.
Yes.
Lost him
Well,
in
it
the
ain't
war.
opinions when most of us have the same games.
We lost him in the war.
Yes. The damn war. So,
that war at Retro
the
Game Con.
way that Suitcase and I did it originally, we just went back and forth. I did one, he did one. Do you boys want to do that same structure?
Yeah.
I'll do.
It
All right.
kind of works for most of this stuff anyway.
True.
Unless we get one where it's not just a list and we're just opinionated.
Right. So, one of the first ones I got,
Sorry, but you can't make static electricity on not carpet.
it's like Ed, Ed, Eddie, Zappity, Zap, Zap. So,
It just can't happen. Sorry.
the first series I want to put on here, and of course is one of my favorite game series and my favorite puzzle games, Tetris. Because it's,
Everybody knows the theme song.
Can't
Tetris.
go wrong with
Oh,
Tetris.
yeah.
Even if you've never played a video game before, you know Tetris.
and not just the original Tetris theme, but there's been multiple Tetris games that have a lot of good music in it. And especially with the most recent one, Tetris Effect, there's like a bunch of like pop techno kind of spacey kind of stuff in it. I didn't think I would like it, but it really adds to like the weird spacey kind of atmosphere and shit that game has. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of tracks off that game that I actually like.
Hey.
It's far from the kind of music I listen to, but it's like, dude, this shit kind of slaps. I'm not gonna lie.
But to be fair, a lot of your music is all over the place anyway. So
You're right.
That's the best kind of music.
I'm trying-
It fits somewhere.
I'm trying to be more open towards more genres as I get older, because I don't want to be one of those guys who's like, oh, this music sucks, and then I listen to a song, oh, I like that song.
I only listen to the country music.
Yeah.
Bro, that used to be me.
That used to be me.
Country, anything before 2000s, peak. After 2000s.
There's a few
What,
in the
you don't want to sing about being a redneck?
Other than Red Solo Cup,
to be
none of them
fair,
are
there
a Cup of
are
Joe.
like early 2000s from a lot of them is still good.
Red Solo Cup.
Copyright.
Yeah. Copyright or shut down.
Damn!
So,
First day on and I shut us down. I'm built
Shut us
different.
exactly. So, Tall and Skinny, since you're the guest, you want to fire your first one off?
Heck yeah. Going off of the space topic, Super Mario Galaxy.
Fuck yeah, bro.
How's he going to have the best segue of the entire show in the history of ever?
You're right. And honestly, if Suitcase is here, he'd be agreeing with you because he actually mentioned that.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy has some of the best music ever. That hub scene with Rosalina, holy cow, that music just hits different. Most of the the boss battles, I can't get those songs out of my head sometimes whenever I'm fighting other video game bosses. It's just peak, I say.
You
I
know,
know, you
you
played a bunch of
have
them.
good boss music when you're playing a different game and you're thinking of different boss music that's not that boss music.
Oh yeah. And especially their special world music too, like the Haunted Mansion one and the one where you're in space going through a junkyard. I love those songs.
It's good shit.
I just pause like, yeah, okay.
Them sink in.
Yes.
I mean, he ain't wrong though. From I haven't fully played it, but what I've heard, it's good.
Oh yeah, no.
Good
From
stuff.
some of the songs I've heard,
Good
it does
stuff.
have a really good soundtrack. And honestly, you can't go wrong with having a whole fucking orchestra in the background.
Oh
Nope.
Making some of the best music in Mario games. So, anything else you want to add to that?
There's one thing. I love how with the Wii it came with the soundtrack, but the Wii itself couldn't play it because Wii couldn't play DVDs.
That's true.
It's very odd.
Which is dumb.
Very odd.
Just mod your Wii.
But yet it was still marketed better than the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And the Wii U was their answer to PS3.
Yeah.
Which it's a good system. Just not good
No,
enough.
Wii U was great for what it was, but they gave up on it too quick.
And then they went to the 3DS.
That's that's a whole fucking.
That's a whole other deal.
Yeah, that's a
Dude,
whole other bag.
we
of
could probably have an
worms.
entire podcast on just the Wii U. Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mine was my Skylander machine.
Yeah.
That was it. But anyway,
Alrighty, Medikai, what you got,
Okay.
brother?
hold on. Suitcase has pretty sure he has said something. Give me 1 second. It's a whole lot of pings. He slept in apparently. I guess you guys already went ahead and did stuff, which is fine. No, we're in the middle of it, buddy. So he's awake. So I was gonna go right down my list, but I mean we're on a Mario kick, so just Mario in general. It's just like Tetris. You could not play a game in your life. You know Mario. You know Mario songs.
Yep.
Especially what's the city in Odyssey? I don't remember.
New Donk.
Yeah, New Donk.
New Donk.
New Donk City.
I don't care. Like that's like the best song in that entire game.
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, it is.
No, just Mario in general. Like Bowser's levels, you know it. You know the intro.
Yep.
It's Mario. You can't go wrong with it. And if you think you're wrong, you're probably wrong. Mario's great.
Yes.
Even though I can't say a lot for game-wise because I haven't played hardly any of them because I'm a scrub.
Almost all of them were good, especially the Mario and Luigi
You ain't
games.
wrong. Like I'll enjoy it, but like,
Oh,
there's-
especially the Mario and Luigi
Woo-wee.
games.
I can't wait to play the new one.
Yeah. No, and
listen,
with,
you're gonna have a 3-way fight to get that game first.
I call dibs.
Listen.
I
if
call
that-
dibs.
Listen, if that game comes in
put your
on
money
a
where your
Friday,
mouth is, motherfucker.
I
I'll throw
will.
it on a credit card. I don't give
Listen.
a shit.
if that game comes in on a Friday, that game's coming home with me.
I will throw you guys out of the building so I could buy the game.
I'll run him over and steal his game.
If I get it first, I'm gonna send a picture, be like, mine now.
I know where you live. It will be gone before you know it.
You're right. You both do.
But no, the Mario games, though, dating back to the original, just that iconic overworld theme and the underground level and the music they've added in Mario 2, Mario 3 especially. I think Mario 3 is some of the best. Super Mario World, another one that has great music.
Super
Like,
Mario
as
World.
soon as a Mario song plays, you know it's a Mario song.
Du-du-du-du-du-du.
Yeah, exactly.
The buzz and the jumping.
And hell, even if you don't know video games, you,
You know
know
Mario.
the original Mario theme
You know
song.
Mario. You know Tetris. You know Pac-Man.
Waka
Done deal.
Yep.
Yo, did you see the part in where Luigi broke game physics and went through the fence they're supposed to figure out how to open, and then open the lever from the other side?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
amazingly funny.
So
We're gonna try not to go off on rants anymore.
So one of the other series that I thought of that
He also at you and said yes, he is alive.
okay, good. So one of the other series I thought of, the fucking GTA series. I know it's only like the intro song, but the radio that you can listen to in that game kind of defined.
So if y'all remember the old Disney Channel where it's like, hi, I'm so-and-so, and this you're watching Disney Channel, and they're just drawing the Mickey thing in the background. Well, Mr. Tonskin just showed one where it's Yondu from Marvel, who's technically owned by Disney, calling himself Mary Poppins and saying y'all are watching Disney Channel. That's funny.
But
Comedy.
with the GTA series, the intro song always...
And I heard it in Yondu's voice, too.
The GTA series, the intro song always slaps. On top of that, the radio stations you can listen to in the car, like even back in like Vice City and San Andreas, those songs off that radio kind of defined what kind of music I would listen to in the future.
Yeah. And then you get to GTA 5, Los Santos Rock Radio is probably the best station in that entire game.
That's what I was going to
Exactly.
say. Los Santos Rock,
like-
holy cow.
There's like maybe 2 songs where I'm just like, I don't care, but I'll keep it on. Just because it's rock radio.
Yeah. Even on like Vice City, there was a couple 80s songs of that game I never thought I would like.
Which one had the Eddie Murphy thing in it?
I don't remember now. It's been so long.
Yeah, 'cause I remember that was a big thing, and A-Rod would like just turn out just to have that going. I think him and the Edge.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember which one it was though.
There was also...
Mind you, this is before 5 came out.
This doesn't have the music in it, but there was a radio station of Vice City called Pressing Issues with Marie Chavez. That fucking shit on there was so fucking funny. Keep in mind, I was 16, 17 years old listening to this shit. And there's like a nudist on there. He's like, "Oh, it's okay to be naked. Just be free and let everything hang out." And there's somebody that's the complete opposite. Like, "Oh my gosh, put some clothes on." It's like, "What? It's okay being naked. Get your nuts away from me." And it's like, "We'll be right back with Pressing Issues with Marie Chavez." Oh, this shit's so great.
So it turns out, I found for the words.
Can you talk?
No,
Bless you.
I found this out. So there's key points in the game for GTA 5 where you get in the car and the radio is playing an emotion song that's linked to what just happened. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It'll happen. Like Michael getting into the fight with a man. It'll play a song for that. I remember what song it plays, but boom, the song's playing. It's on the radio automatically. No matter what station you turn it to, it'll be on whatever station that song is. They got it linked. Tom Skinny,
what you got?
Keeping on more of like an open world type game, Minecraft. How can you go wrong with the Minecraft soundtrack?
You're right. And it's not the kind of music that's like in your face. Da 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 da. No, it's just very subtle.
Calm.
Relaxing. That music is one of the main games that made up my childhood. Growing up playing Minecraft on my really crappy PC, the 360. Mwah, très magnifique.
This boy grew up on Minecraft.
Yes, I did.
We're old.
I mean, I'll be honest. But the first time I played Minecraft, I played it for 7 hours straight.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
I did that with South Park. I played it for 10 hours straight. I started at like midnight, and I'm still going almost into noon, 11 o'clock. Because I'm like, I need to finish this. I didn't stop.
Yeah.
C418, man. You made the best music for Minecraft.
Even some of the modern tracks, now that Microsoft owns it, even those tracks are actually pretty good too.
They're pretty good, but in my opinion, they can't.
You can't go
compete.
wrong with the original.
You can't
No,
compete.
I agree with that. And even like the ambient sounds and shit. You're just in a cave and you just hear
The cave
fucking
noises.
sounds and shit that fucking freak you out.
Yep. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Where? It's like 3 levels below you, but it's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what is your favorite Minecraft music disc?
I don't remember the fucking
I
names
haven't
of them.
played it enough to pay attention. If I'm being completely honest,
I don't
with you.
remember the names of the discs, but I'd say just the original.
I turned
Just
off
that
playing
very-
Minecraft with
That very subtle piano, the very relaxing piano.
yeah.
It was sitting there just digging a tunnel or something, and you have that very mellow piano in the background.
Cat's the
chilling.
best disc. No competition.
Alrighty, Medica.
I turned off Minecraft when we built that stadium. That stadium broke me.
Yeah.
Yeah, great, but I was glad it was done. I'm like, I'm not playing Minecraft for a while. That was like 8 years ago. So, I'm going off of open world, but then technically still in it, given the recent games. Pokemon. It like in general. Though there are some that are like, I don't like the song. But then you got the champion battle from Lance, iconic. Team Rocket, Team Plasma, like all of it. There's times where I'll listen to the champion battle in my brain for like another game. It's one of those kind of songs. I'm like, this could work for this. Turns out it does, even when they start swinging at you.
Yep.
It's kind of great. Everybody knows Pokemon themes. Everybody does. I don't care. It's another one of those everybody will probably know. At least one track.
Yep. We actually mentioned that the first podcast, too, for the music one.
Yeah.
And, like, Cynthia's theme or
Oh, yeah.
some of the final boss music for, like, the Elite Four and all that for Black and White.
Yep.
Or even the legendary music from, like, Ruby and Sapphire. For some reason, Pokemon music just hits different.
Yeah. And then now you got... I'm not saying Scarlet and Violet music-wise is bad. It doesn't stick the same way the other ones did.
No competition. But
No, it didn't.
I think there's some tracks.
There's some good ones.
There is some tracks
not
in the
a
game that I
lot.
enjoy.
A lot of it will be still in my head just because I just played it. It'll be in my head for a couple days.
Yeah.
But it's not ingrained in my head like Lance's battle theme has been ingrained in my head since Red, Blue, Yellow.
Well, I think Area Zero and like the final,
Area Zero's
and the
phenomenal.
final boss of Area Zero.
I gotta listen to that one,
those kind of songs had a complete different feeling to it.
Oh yeah,
Because
Area Zero is phenomenal.
it was just, and we've mentioned this on the podcast before. It's just a very weird kind of not safe environment,
But then
but it's
also
very mystical and mysterious, and that's the kind of feeling that you get, especially with the boss battle when you face the robot, the AI professors or whatever.
spoilers.
The game's been out long enough. Who fucking cares?
Spoilers.
But that music has that kind of whimsical, kind of mysterious kind of flair to it, but it's the kind of song that gets your blood pumping too. It's like, oh, shit's about to go
Like,
down.
all right, let's do this.
I mean, the battle was easy, but I pretty much one-shot pretty much everybody with my starter.
That's why Fuecoco best starter.
nuh-uh.
Don't you start that. We will get you on this Pokemon podcast. Don't you start that.
Let's carry on.
Yes. All right. I'm surprised none of us have mentioned this game.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking Smash Bros. Ultimate.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
That probably has some of the best soundtracks of all time. You have a mix of just the illustrious history of video games. Metal Gear Solid, Kingdom Hearts, Minecraft, Sonic the Hedgehog, fucking Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Earthbound. You get so much shit packed into one game.
I hope they just keep re-releasing Ultimate. Like, we're never going to get this many characters again.
I know. And if we do, I really don't want the creator to kill himself again.
No.
Because it was bad enough those couple of times where he worked himself almost to death. Which I appreciate it. At the same time, don't fucking kill yourself, dude.
Japanese people, they have some of the craziest work ethics.
Yeah.
But it's
I
also the
commend
same
you.
country where it's okay to take a nap because you realize you've been working so hard. And they're good with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of wild.
Yep. Well, yeah. Smash Bros. Ultimate. Fantastic soundtrack. Mix of everything in it. All right, tall and skinny.
Alrighty. Now, this one's a little bit newer-ish, but Undertale. Undertale has some of the best music thanks to Toby Fox. Holy cow, has that man made some bangers. I don't even know where to begin with those songs.
Honestly, I would say the entire soundtrack is good.
I
Like,
can't name one bad song.
There's no one song that's worse than the other. Pretty much every song off that game is fucking amazing. And they're another good thing about that game too. It's a bunch of different feelings. Mm-hmm. You have songs that get your blood pumping, some that are just kind of like Flowey's theme song. When you get to his boss fight, it's just kind of out there and creepy and serious and shit. And you get all the other boss themes, and they're all the like Asgore's theme, where it just hits when you get into that battle, because Asgore is ashamed that he has to kill you, and it can't even face you during the battle. He just has his head down the whole time, and the fucking shit just gets your blood pumping. And especially, I mean, we can't mention that game without Sans theme.
Oh, Sans.
It's a meme song.
You could. You'd be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a meme song, but it's still an absolute banger of a tune. And just the levels that you go through and all the other quirky bosses in that game. It's a really good soundtrack.
It's just like what WWE Superstar Sheamus is now saying. Banger after banger after banger after banger.
Exactly. What you got for us, Minika?
Hold on, my check marks went there. There we go. You brought it up when you said Brawl. But the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. All of it. Because you get instrumentals of some of the actual iconic theme songs for some of it. But then they get you, like, original songs. Utada Hikaru is a genius when it comes to singing. It's just like...
She has a great voice.
I can't picture her voice without thinking Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Even with the new one. Face Your Fears, probably one of my favorite ones. It's not number one, but it's up there.
I like the Windwalker's cover better because it's
I'll
more
give you
of
that
a
part.
hard rock version than like a dubstep.
But
you can't replace
no.
Utada Hikaru's
and
voice
even
either.
When you go back to those worlds in like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you go back to a lot of the same worlds again. Like Nightmare Before Christmas, you went going back to Halloween Town. They added just a little bit more to it in 2 than they did in 1 to make it different. But it's also, you know where you're at. And 3, same thing. But like, you know where you're at with these games. Just even if you've never played the games, you probably know the movies enough to where like you get the vibe of where you're at. It's great. Mm-hmm. Even if a lot of it's just instrumental. But then the intro songs are amazing. But then we don't talk about Chain of Memories on console. I'm not going to go there. I had to get that shot in. I hate that game on console. I hate it on console. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is great. I think Suitcase is here.
Yep. I just got a notification of somebody at the door.
Boy! We're in the middle of on air.
I figured you guys were. I figured I'd get you guys. All right.
Well?
What's up, boys?
Good day, gentlemen.
Well, this will be half of part 2. May's cut this out and make it an edit.
No, don't make it edit. It'll be fucking hilarious.
Check your mic.
Check.
All right.
Sorry.
Suitcase is in the fucking house.
Screw this music. We're talking about Retro Game Con.
What was your reaction when you heard the door open and heard footsteps
I didn't
upstairs?
hear
I just looked person at the front door.
Hey,
Oh.
we just stopped and I'm like, I think Suitcase is here.
No, because like I tried.
I didn't even get a chance. I didn't even shower. I was like, if they're still doing it, I want to get over there.
I tried calling and texting you, but it's like, dude,
I was
if you
fucking
if you
out.
feel like shit,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna push it.
We had to
I
back
laid
up. We
down.
started to back
I
up.
laid down at 8, and I was like, oh, I'll get some sleep. Didn't think to set an alarm. Woke up at 5, saw, bro, you fucking alive? And I went, shit.
Boy, I told you, this boy was comatose.
I jumped up, put on pants, sprayed a bunch of cologne on me, and ran over here.
Yep.
Glad I caught it. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fucking alive. Somehow.
So
officially on the podcast, Suitcase, this is the official tall and skinny.
Is that what
That's-
we're calling?
so he's
That's
21.
just as cut. Oh,
Tall and skinny, he works.
He doesn't
I'm
want
just
the
gonna
other
call
one.
him Skinner.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm Professor
Like
Skinner now.
Professor.
I had the thought because it's what he uses for his screen name. He said no, so I'm like, okay, what are we going to call you?
Sounds
So
good.
the podcast that we've been doing is part 2 of the music podcast.
Okay, how far are you guys in?
About halfway.
Like 25 minutes. in.
Oh, okay. So I'm
We-
not too late. Okay,
We played a little bit of Wonder. We got food. We're done here now.
that's fine. I'll probably eat something when I get home. Go back home. So for everyone who, obviously, I wasn't here for the
Bro, we
intro.
can hear your voice.
Yeah, you could hear my
I
voice.
can hear that.
I've been relatively sick all week, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be here. But I pretty much gave up D&D to be here. So I was like, fuck D&D. Like if I come over here to do a podcast, I'm not going to be able to do 2 hours of D&D. So I told my D&D crew I'm canceling this week because I still feel bad. I'm like, I wanted to be here for the podcast. Because I knew that this boy wasn't going to be here again otherwise.
I probably would.
Probably would.
This boy says he can't talk, and he pulls out the best segue we've ever had.
What, be bursting into the...
No. Start off with Tetris, and then he goes, speaking of space,
Oh,
Mario
my.
Galaxy. And I'm like,
Yeah, that was one of the points that
how
I
you
made
going
in
to
our
make like the
first one.
best segue we've ever had on this show?
I think Mario Galaxy has some of the best music in a Mario
Oh yeah.
game.
Oh yeah. All the time.
Don't get me wrong, we have like Step Ups or Jump Up Superstar and a few tracks from Wonder, but like it's Galaxy. I'm so glad they put it on Nintendo Music. Now, I'm going to bring this up. My first immediate point, we're talking music. Nintendo Music came out.
Oh,
And for me,
I got to scoop it. I still got to download it.
I've
Let
spent
me-
like 20 hours on it already.
I've spent a lot of time on it. Let me say it this way because I know a lot of people are still kind of fuming about Nintendo Music. I love it as a music fan, not a Nintendo fan. I think it's not the greatest move by Nintendo because Nintendo doesn't do a lot of amazing business practices. But for for a person
No. Nintendo?
Boom! Copyright.
for a person
Well, we're
who it's hard to find those soundtracks unless you like dig through YouTube or
Or spend an arm and a leg to get the soundtrack that was supposed to
Exactly.
come in the game that you don't have anymore.
exactly. Nintendo Music's going to be incredible for people who want to listen to that music. And people are like, "Oh, well, you have to pay more." No, you don't. But I think from a music listener's perspective, it's incredible to have those soundtracks that otherwise you wouldn't be able to find again.
I want more games. Give me the
They
DS
need to,
games,
they need to add more
please.
games on there.
They
Seriously.
put DKC2 on there just the other day,
That's fucking cool.
which I was like, "Yay, Sticker Brush Symphony."
Give me Mario and Luigi, please. Mario and Luigi.
Fucking give me all the Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
Put
Give me
of
all
them
the
on
Kirby games. I mean, Kirby has some great music.
They have Star Allies on there, and that's about it.
Oh yeah,
But, you know,
there's
I
so many
figure-
other great songs.
it. He's like, screw Star Allies. Give me everything else.
Their entry choices.
Star Allies is
were,
not one
their
of the
entry
greatest.
choices were great, but like, it's just 23 soundtracks, which it's still a lot of music. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disappointed by that. It's just I wish they would have picked more of a spread because like half of it is all on the Switch games.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it, pull how you would do Smash Bros.
I will say one that threw me off, and I was not expecting to see it on there. On their first release was Star Fox 64.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I listened through that entire soundtrack the day I downloaded the app. I love Star Fox, dude.
The first thing I listened to was Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Horizons. All the
I should listen
DK
to that.
Slider. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, don't they have a playlist that's literally just all the KK
Yeah.
Slider?
He has both
I just
instrumental
realized he
and
said
him
DK.
singing.
He
That's
said
incredible.
DK Slater.
Yeah, I got Donkey Kong stuck in my head. I got Donkey Kong
So-
stuck in my head.
now
What they need to put on there is the
Turn
monkey
to
rap.
monkey.
so
They
now
need to put the monkey rap on there.
Oh, that'd be incredible. DK64.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Put the monkey
So we were going through the different ones that we had for list wise.
Okay.
Now, do we want to finish our lists and have Suitcase do a few, or do you have any that you didn't mention in the first music podcast?
I don't think he remembers what he said in the first music podcast.
I'll probably just talk along with you guys about it because I know I've
Because
said
we
about-
got a few left. So who did we leave off on? Medicaid.
It was about to start on you.
okay.
It
It was
us
going to go
there,
back
yeah,
to me.
because we did Pokemon little rant on that, and then I did Kingdom Hearts. So it's you.
Okay, so one of the other series that is near and dear to my heart, and This game has a kind of music that as soon as it plays, you know exactly what game it is. The fucking Crash Bandicoot series.
Yep.
They have those bongos that kind of jungle beat in there, and then like the modern games with the electric guitar and all that. Damn speaker.
Do you think maybe it's the speakers like sound blasting out to the guitar, and it's like the sound waves are faintly like making...
No, because it was doing that and he turned it.
Was it?
Yeah, you turned it and
Okay.
then it stopped it.
Hopefully, check.
Check.
We don't have a sound guy down here, so we're doing it as we go.
We're doing it live.
This podcast is fucking indie as shit.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's what gives it charm.
We're in a basement corner.
Yeah. But yes,
Katie
Crash
Knight.
Bandicoot series has amazing music. And it's just, I'm trying to think of how to even describe it. It fits the game. You're running, you're going, smashing boxes, making enemies go flying, especially the fucking music in Crash Team Racing. That music just makes you want to fucking shoot rockets at your friends and blow them up and throw TNT crates on their heads. And the fucking music in Crash
So what do you
want
want to do to your enemies then?
Eat mangoes.
Exactly.
That's what you want to do to your friends.
I want to spin them away and make them go flying off the stage and have them hit a box and open it up for me as they go flying.
Eat mangoes.
Yes. They're not mangoes. They are wampa fruit.
Potato.
But
You
what's a
white
wampa?
scrub.
You know, after having that drink at 3 Lives, though, I had that Wumpa fruit old fashioned. They must be like similar to apricots.
Apricot.
So maybe it's like apricot mixed with mango or something.
Maybe.
like that.
I don't know.
Hey.
Like, wampa fruit, I've never... Like, people call them apples. So like, they're not fucking apples, dude. It's some kind of tropical
I never
fruit.
seen apple. It looks that color.
Yeah, exactly. But that's mine. What do you got, tall and skinny?
Whoa.
Let's go back to orchestras.
What?
Orchestras.
Yes,
What?
my English
What?
very good.
I thought you were about to say, let's go back to the past. I was like, Samurai Jack?
Long ago in a distant land.
Down. Jack.
Similar to Super Mario
I
Galaxy,
can't
how
wait
they
for
had an
that podcast.
orchestra. Team Fortress 2.
I love Team Fortress 2's music.
Oh my god!
Well, I'm going to sit back for this one.
This is a bucket.
Dear
God.
There's
But
more.
wait, there's more.
No. I have
2 buckets.
I have so many of the Team Fortress 2 lines just ingrained in my memory, sitting there forever burning a hole.
Seduce me.
Seduce me!
Okay, fine. 3 buckets. Jesus.
I have done nothing but teleport bread for 2 weeks.
Where have you been sending it?
But those orchestra musics, the main menu stuff, oh my goodness. Every time I hear Rocket Jump Waltz, it brings a tear to my eye.
You know-
R.I.P. Rick May.
Yeah, I was about to say that, yeah.
That music.
Rocket Jump. Well, the thing is it's not the most fantastic orchestra either, but it's so simple and plain and well made that it makes you reminisce about better days of TF2 and
R.I.P. Rick May.
I think I just peed my pants.
I was at the exact same time.
Oh, it's running down your leg.
I was
it's a
so
puddle.
comfortable, it just slipped out.
Jeez.
Oh.
Not again.
I'm sorry. I know you've house trained me better.
The corner with you.
Go get the newspaper.
Go your newspaper.
Woodstock.
I didn't replace a newspaper yet.
Yeah.
I love the giant blob that just showed up on Audacity.
Shit.
Well, now you know the sound's good.
So, I haven't hardcore played Team Fortress 2 very much.
You're missing out.
Do you
don't
think
have
it's
to
still?
hardcore. It's still great. There's a lot of bot problems still.
No, bots are gone. They're
Oh,
gone.
bots are gone.
They got handled.
The only problem I've been having, and I think it's just because my antivirus is throwing up positive or false positives. Every time I play TF2 and go to a server and get downloads through there, I get 50 malware alerts.
Wow.
Well, because the reasoning is, and I think I did some research on it, is to get the files, they basically torrent like go through different sites, so it hits all these sites and it triggers malware because it's like, oh, these sites have malware. It's like, no shit, they're just bulk downloading sites.
Damn.
Hey,
But I do highly recommend TF2
Oh,
to
TF2's
anybody.
fucking fun, dude. There's so many game modes out now. You don't necessarily have to play like the base game. You can play like there's a boss mode where you can fight all sorts of like different like villains and shit.
Fighting Saxton Hale.
You know what the
Saxton Hale!
You know what the scariest thing is? When you start a round, there's no sound. The screen goes black for a second. You hear, and then fucking Freddy Fazbear comes out of the fucking wall.
What?
Yeah, you've never played Freak Fortress?
I've
It's like Saxton Hale mode, except
I
it's
know
all sorts
Freak
of different
Fortress, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Freddy Fazbear's in Freak Fortress, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, you can go,
Damn.
I kind of want to try that now.
and
That
then if
sounds
you
hilarious.
punch somebody, as Freddy goes, ah!
What? That's got to be a community mod.
It is a community
Oh,
mod,
okay.
but it's like
I'm
it's
like,
like
There's
You gotta-
no way.
I was gonna say,
Valve
that doesn't
released
sound like
that.
something that would be officially.
no,
no.
it's part of Freak Fortress. It's
awesome.
Okay.
so fucking funny.
You gotta love the mods
so
and
many
shit that
good-
people can
there's
do.
about
some-
broke Tom's
There's
getting
like
brain
Mario
over
and Luigi ones. There's like all sorts
That's
of different
cool.
ones. All right.
If there's a will, there's a way.
You know,
Yes.
talking music though.
Screen goes black and he goes, "It's a me, Mario."
Do you know Christian Brutal Sniper?
Uh,
It's one of the. I love that song. Mm-hmm. It's called "The Millionaire's Holiday." It's an actual song. I love that song.
Segway.
What you got, Mr. Mindica?
Yeah, give us some music.
Hold on, we're good. Never mind.
Hold on.
Hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
So I know this was a big one for when it was just Amazing Suitcase. Red Dead.
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
a lot of
Just
good.
in not just like the actual songs, but the music itself in general. A lot of times you're just running around. It's
Yep.
calm, quiet. But when you're in a fight, the music picks up.
Yep. You know, I've noticed too, going back and playing through it again. Remember that one spot near Valentine? It's under that bridge that like half the fucking bloody torso is hanging.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
I saw that the first time. I took a screenshot, and it was back when you could put them on Facebook. I'm like, that wasn't me.
yeah. And even just subtle music in that game happens. Like when you're around there, all of a sudden you just hear like a really low boom of a like a country twang guitar in the background.
Yeah.
And it just told you like this is some fucking fucked up shit.
Ominous.
I was
Yeah.
I was just riding through. I'm near San Denis. I'm more in the country than I am the actual city part. But I'm not quite in the marsh yet. And there's the abandoned house you go on to. Not the one where the UFO shows up. There's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like almost like a school, but also like a bunker at the same time. Music's playing, so it's all fine and dandy. The second I walked in there, the music stopped.
Yep.
Oh, I love that sort of
And
shit.
I was like, this isn't the... And I'm looking around, I'm like, no, this isn't the one. Because the one has a skeleton in the front. This wasn't it. So
Is
I'm
that
like,
is that the one where you have all those beds and all the beds have skeletons in it, and at the very back there's like this like table with a bunch of candles and like a skeleton with like a hood on?
no, that's the UFO one. I found another
That's
one.
UFO one. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm just looking through all the cigarette cards, and because there's one in that place. I'm like, am I walking into this one? And then I look around, like, this isn't it. But then the entire music just stopped.
Well, even during that one, the one that I just explained, the same thing happened, but the music didn't stop. All of a sudden, it was just like the music just went like just dread
Yep.
and just creepy, and it's like it was the kind of music that makes you go like, "Are these skeletons going to come alive?"
It's like, what am I about to say? What's about to happen?
and then you look, like I said, as soon as you walk in, you have all these beds beside you, and they all have like skeletons that are bloody with bloody blankets all over them.
Some
And
still
then
have
when you
clothes on
walk
their
down the
clothes.
middle, you see this table with all these melted candles and a skeleton sitting there with a hood on.
Think like Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame in
Oh,
that
okay.
kind of garb, but it's just a straight skeleton.
Damn.
And it's like I was looking at all this in first person mode.
That
And-
makes it worse.
Yeah,
but
and
also
it's
better.
like, oh, dude, this shit's fucking creepy.
and then everything turns green. And then you look up, you see the UFO, and you walk out, and it's there. and then you blink and it's gone.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You have to go there at a specific time of night, though. But
Same with the Ghost Train.
yep.
But like even through cutscenes, like when stuff's gonna pick up, music picks up.
Yep.
When stuff's getting like Dutch starting to doubt Arthur, the music takes that tone down. They made a masterpiece with that game,
Yep.
down to every last detail.
Yep.
Red Dead, it's great.
Peak.
House-building song, fantastic.
So I got two more, and I'll try to fire through them pretty quickly. One of the series that, more specifically, Menakai and I grew up with on the PS2. Tall and Skinny, I don't know. You've never played any of the WWE games, right?
No,
Played
I'm ashamed of
WWE
myself.
13, I believe. For
All
the
right.
360.
that one's good. I'm
So-
ashamed of myself. That's not even on my list. I should
Yeah.
have put it on there.
Well, that was one of the series. Like, shit, I forgot about that.
He and I had a conversation about
So-
this at work yet.
Yeah,
They
so
do.
not
What?
only do like the wrestlers' theme songs hit because of like the old songs that they had with the old wrestlers back in the day, but even like the background music and the menu music, like the song lists that they had in those games defined who I am nowadays
Yeah.
with the genre of music that I like.
straight
Because it's just when you think of wrestling game, you think rock and roll and hard rock and
Yeah.
like maybe some screamo stuff. And these games had this the perfect mix of all those.
When you put
Like-
stuff like 3 Days Grace, and then next year you have like a bunch of songs from Egypt Central that just work,
Yep.
you had a good music producer.
That's actually where I found Breaking Benjamin with Firefly and Polyamorous. And they
What
became
were
one of
those
my
in?
Huh?
What ones were those in?
SmackDown versus Raw.
First one? That's why. I started with 07.
Yeah. Oh.
Because my Grammy wouldn't let me play or watch wrestling
Uh,
back then. So finally caved, and my grandma's niece's SVR 07. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And even just so many great songs.
Even
from those
before
games.
that, the opening song for Day of Reckoning 2.
Oh,
Fantastic song.
dude. Day
Even,
of
like,
Reckoning
even just
2.
that background music was fine, but the opening song,
Yes.
that's still one of my favorite intros of the
That is
entire
called Burn It All by a Dark Halo.
franchise. Yep.
And
Fantastic song.
it sounds really kind of emo-ish, but it just that song really makes it so it just makes the games look so fucking hardcore. Whore.
Tom's game's being weird.
So can I add a point to this too? Because I have something that's similar. So
By all means.
my father loves racing games, Need for Speed, everything racing. So I get what you're getting at with the whole wrestling thing from a Need for Speed standpoint, because Need for Speed does the same thing. They have a lot of playlists of music that are, the fuck are you doing? that
Boy,
are
just being weird.
Tall,
rock,
skinny motherfucker over
rock, techno, like intense music meant to be like, oh, you're driving a car really fast. Do not.
Yeah.
Phone call.
No, that's my alarm for D&D.
So he did set an alarm, but it's not for us.
Oh no, that's set weekly. It's just a permanent alarm.
I might have to bleep that out because it might be copyright.
Well, copyright only takes effect after like a few seconds, doesn't it?
I don't remember.
It takes time. It's fine.
to be safe than
We'll
sorry.
live. We'll live. It's not going to kill us.
Whole
Continue.
channel gets cut down.
You're gonna wake up without kidneys.
Oh,
Wake up.
I didn't need those anyways. All they did was make me pee. That means I don't have to pay anymore. I don't know what the fuck that was, but
Fucking Freddy
I,
Fazbear over here.
Mixed with a drunk goofy.
so did you hear that apparently the toy Chica went missing from the new set?
I'm surprised.
Kate knows instantly when I'm thinking somebody's banging that robot. I tell you, don't fist the animatronics. PP do not go in robots. Stop.
Dude. I'm sorry, but people are like, oh, Chica's so hot. It's like, are you on fucking crack?
It's a piece of metal.
It's a piece of
It's a piece of metal.
till the oil leaks.
There's a kid's soul in that thing. What
Clank,
are you
clank,
thinking?
clank, 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 clank.
Oh, it's oil and white. Ew.
Oil blood.
Anyways.
My dick don't have skin on it no more, but that was a good time.
All right. So continue.
But
with
yeah,
the
as I was
Ricky
saying,
stuff.
it's like the music.
Deep
That was
Yeah.
the worst segue I think we've ever been a part of.
breath.
We got the best and the worst in one episode.
But it really the music from that really attributes to like the high intensity, like, oh, I'm racing race car, I am escaping the police, I just ran into 5 policemen, they all exploded. Oh, I am now
death and explosion.
They now want me more.
Good stuff.
I dodged the spike strip, I did good.
I didn't hardcore get into Need for Speed, but I did play a little bit of Underground too.
The original Most Wanted is probably like the best Need for Speed.
Need for Speed The Run is my favorite.
Honestly, I hear
The
that a
intro's
lot
fun.
for the original
The
Most Wanted.
like PS2 era Most Wanted is like the best one. It was the only one I ever got all the way through.
And Underground 2, I just remembered just that remix of Riders on the Storm with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
That shit's fucking...
but like I'm saying, it's like that sort of music.
You okay?
I looked over and he just like whipped his phone out of his crotch. I was like, "Damn, holy shit!" Is that
It's like, all right.
Oh, boy.
hooded heroes
left.
hiding their phones in their foreskin? Now he's like, "I put it in my pocket now."
All right.
Ball phone.
Okay, tall and skinny.
Alrighty. So, thinking about space.
Again,
Helldivers
Boy, you are
2.
still in space.
My brain is always in space
We
because
dive
space is cool. Helldivers. Helldivers 2. The music in that game, holy cow. Either if you're shooting bugs or bots, the music, invigorating. Like you are actually there fighting for Super Earth. The main menu, and when you're on your ship, oh, I could sit there and think about liberty for hours.
he gets off on Liberty.
Yeah. You're right.
Have a taste of democracy. I think that might be the best joke I've made on this. Might be the best joke I've made in the whole series.
That's
Do
pretty
you,
good.
do you need a towel after that?
He might need a towel after that. I will agree. I think the evacuation theme is the best theme in the game. It makes me feel like, fuck, we gotta move. Like, let's go, boys.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
I actually have a story, if you don't mind. So, when I went over to Idaho in April to visit my family. Are you smelling my democracy?
Yes.
Didn't they eat dogs?
What? In Idaho?
Yeah, didn't
That's
they?
Ohio.
Potato,
Or the-
potato.
Yeah,
Shut up.
They eat potatoes, you idiot.
Yeah, potato, potato.
Potato. I'm going to execute you all in front of a live studio audience.
Where's the audience?
Nah, I'd win.
In our brains.
I will old yeller you outside of a 7-Eleven, Menakai.
Deal.
Just look at the flowers. Look at the
Think
flowers.
of fucking rabbits.
Don't bring that episode up.
Anyways.
What, you read of Mice and Men?
Yeah, we did that at school.
Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about that. Okay,
No, we were in
nevertheless.
two separate English classes, but all did the same thing.
Yeah, nevertheless.
Anyways.
Anyway,
So, my brother-in-law's like, you got to play Helldivers 2. I'm like, okay, I'll see if it runs on my gaming laptop, because my gaming laptop's starting to show its age. So, it was running it. It was fine, working just fine. Play through the tutorial, and I'm playing missions with him. He takes me on, like, mind you, I'm still running 1s and 2s, and he takes me on a 5. And I'm like, I've done like 1 or 2 missions. He's like, okay, you'll be fine. He brings me on a 5, and we're grabbing samples, and we're starting to leave. And as we get to the evacuation site, like 3 of us get killed by like a charger or something. And we've got 20 seconds left on the evac. They're all getting back, and he goes, my brother-in-law goes, shit, we gotta get the samples, because we had gotten like 90% of the samples. So he runs down this hill, grabs the samples, 10 seconds left, and it's counting down 9, 8, 7. He's running back to the evac. 4, 3, 2, 1 second hits. He dives for it. Lands it with milliseconds left.
Yikes.
Literally like 0.16 left on the timer. He hits it. We're not 100% sure if he made it. It flies off, and it shows us all the samples, and we're freaking out. We're like, we made it! We like it! Fuck yeah! He walks out of the room that he's playing in. I walk out of the room I was staying in. He walks over to their mini bar downstairs, because it's like right there. He grabs a bottle of rum, pours me and him 2 shots. We're like, to Super Earth, brother. Clink, and we down it. He goes, that was the most intense mission I've ever had. I was like, fuck
That's
yeah,
awesome.
brother.
There you go.
Now, just wait till you experience some 10s.
No.
He's like, that one was bad enough.
I haven't played in a while. I think I've played a 6. That's about as high as I've gotten.
I love me
I
some
got my
Super
ship.
Helldive.
That was it.
You know, unironically, I've heard that like 9s and 10s are easier than like 6s and 7s.
I don't think I would agree with that. But we are getting a little bit off tangent here.
Why the fuck do you sound like a Victorian era gentleman
This
who
is what I
just
hear
got the
every day.
tuberculosis diagnosis and is slowly dying while trying to still be fancy?
What is he, Arthur?
I gave you all I had in the end. I did.
Alrighty, Manikai.
Give me one second. I forget half my list because we go through games. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I forget what I originally had. So Elden Ring, just that one in general. A big open world, and the music's always kind of
Still need to
calm,
play it.
if not at all. Even though you know there's bosses around, but you swing at something and it's aggro, which is a lot. It picks up, and you're like, okay, I might die now. You'll die from the basic stuff if they catch you quick enough. So it's open world, so you got that freedom, but even the basic stuff is almost a threat. But the music's like, when it picks up, it's like, all right. The music will start when you walk through the mist. It's like, all right, let's go.
See,
Or it won't show up until the thing, if it's like a statue boss or whatever, the music won't start until that thing wakes up. Which 9 times out of 10, you got to go hit it first.
yeah, I love that.
I was like, all right,
Like,
here we
it's-
go.
Like, it sounds like such a cool game, but it's still a Dark Souls game, and it's like,
It's, if you get it on PC, there's a mod where you can do seamless co-op with like 3 other
Oh,
people.
it's so fun.
So it logically it would have been one of these days, one day, someday. Now with all 4 of us here, 4-player maximum out is Elden Ring.
That would be kind of funny. I would probably die a lot.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm terrible
no.
at Souls-likes.
Oh, no.
Like,
Same,
really
no.
bad.
Oh no,
it's
you're
like,
gonna
look
die.
at me, I'm really bad dead.
Like they'll be like, hey, you can go get this and you'll make it easier. And I was like, but if your reflexes suck, even with like a mage build, game over. Because for like mage, you got max out your FP for your magic. You're not worrying about much else. Like I want to cast this to get actual KOs. You get hit once, you're dead.
Yep.
So you got to find that even build. Even that's like no, it's the music's. I think because I've dabbled through pretty much all of them. I think the music in Elden Ring is the best, just in general.
Nice. So one of the last ones I got. I could probably think of more, but
Yeah, right now I got like 2 more. My
my brain is mush. So Sega Genesis has great music in their games just because of the sound chip is in the system. One series I can think of that has some really banging music. You ever play Streets of Rage?
Yep.
Never played
Yeah,
it.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
great.
agree.
That music fucking slaps,
I
dude.
still need to get myself a Sega Genesis.
Dude, even with like one of the Genesis collections, you can sit there and listen to Streets of Rage.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're sitting
get
there
it.
fighting bad guys, and that fucking shit slaps in the background, dude. Fucking slap and bass and shit.
Sometimes you'll get killed because you're too busy jamming out the music. It's
Yeah.
like, I should probably punch this guy.
Exactly. You start getting surrounded. Ah, shit.
It's like no, wait. Then you'll lose track of where you are because there's like 6 enemies on the screen. It's like, where am? Oh,
I'm over here on the right.
punching air.
Yeah.
That's one gripe with those kind of games. It's just like you lose where you are kind of quick.
Yeah.
That's why you got to
Yeah.
like zone in on yourself.
Yep.
But then you put music that's so good in it, you're going to lose yourself anyway.
Yep. I tell you what, though, that's probably. I'm not a big fighting game guy, but that's probably one of my favorites. Streets of Rage
If it's like
series.
that, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Yeah.
I like beat
I'll
'em
prefer
ups.
that.
I don't like
Yeah.
straight fighting games.
I'll
though.
prefer
Yeah.
that over like Mortal Kombat. I ain't saying Mortal Kombat's bad by any stretch of the imagination. Obviously, it's
It
not.
depends on Mortal Kombat it is, too.
But I'll prefer that one.
Oh.
Actually, since we're getting near the end of our list, I could probably fire off.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, do rapid fire. Speaking of Mortal Kombat's another one of those fighting series where the music that they had really fit the time period, the ancient China
Yeah, exactly.
kind of thing, and all the other levels that they had of like that spooky forest with the mouth, the trees had the mouths, or the bridge had the spikes at the bottom of it. There's always some kind of big serious song that they
Yep.
have in it, and when you hear those songs, you know that's Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
Or the intro song to begin with.
Which, funny enough, that was from one of the game soundtracks, but it was never in the movie.
Which is weird.
Well, the original movies, I should say. I don't think it was in the new modern one either. Actually, now that
I
think about
have
it.
no idea.
But
I have zero interest in
yes, Mortal Kombat, awesome music, and it really makes and the kind of music that they put in it too really makes it like this is a serious fucking fight that you're gonna die.
Another fighting game I played a few times that had really good music is called Skullgirls. It was like kind of more like an anime-ish style fighting game, but a lot of the music behind it was like jazzy and
The
upbeat.
funny thing is, I own it on the Switch. I haven't even bothered to play it yet.
It's really good. My favorite character to play was Peacock. She was basically a Toon Force character. So like
yeah.
it was like robotic, like stretchy robotic arms and goofy bullshit. And one of her specials was you had to pull it off while you were grabbing somebody. But what she would do is she would tie you up in a burlap sack and let her little like cartoon minions come in and start like curb stomping the sack, and she'd walk away with a cigar in her mouth, and then she'd flick the cigar behind her at the end, and it would blow up the sack and send you flying.
That's
Yikes.
awesome.
It was like one of the best animated freaking like specials. I'll have to show you guys when we're done.
Nice. All right, rapid fire, tall and skinny.
Rapid fire. I've got 2 horror ones. Resident Evil. That
Evil.
Every villain is lemons.
Evil.
Resident Evil, the music, the ambiance of that music, the horror and
Exactly.
dread that it infills in you. That was one of the biggest parts, I think, what makes that game actually like scary and unsettling. If it had like happy-go-lucky music, you wouldn't be scared.
Now, I do have to bring this up because I'm thinking about it. Silent Hill 2, the dog ending. That is one of the only tracks in a horror game that is like super happy and upbeat. Have you never seen the dog ending? It's literally, I've never played through Silent Hill, but I know of it. Basically, the main character goes into a room and he sees a Shiba Inu like pawing at a console, and he's like, You're the one causing all of this.
Oh, you know,
And then
now I know
and then
what
the
you're
dog
talking
comes
about.
over and like he's like losing his shit, and the dog comes over and like licks his face, and he's like he's petting the dog, and then it ends, and the entire credits theme that plays is just like the dog barking. It's just like bark, 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 bark. I'll play it for you guys after we're done.
I never thought that'd be in a horror game.
Ha-ba-ba-ga-da.
Ha-ba-ba. Ha-ba-ba-ba-da.
He needs another towel.
Ba-da-ga-ga-da. Ba. Ba.
And
That's a good wisdom.
my last one, Left 4 Dead 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Holy cow! Not talking about music or ambiance or anything. The special infected little chimes,
The little stingers,
yeah, thank you, stingers, like for the boomer, the hunter.
Tank.
Those instantly just click in your head and like there's insert
Actually,
special
the funny
infected
thing-
around.
The funny thing, the tank doesn't have a stinger. It only has its.
Yeah.
It has its
No,
theme.
you're
It
right,
has its
yeah.
theme.
But I know what he's talking about because, like, if you walk around a corner and you suddenly just hear, "Ba-da-da-da-da," you know that there's a boomer somewhere coming.
It's all right.
And you can never go wrong with the Midnight Riders.
Oh no.
Could, but you'd be wrong.
Or the fucking.
The Midnight
I was
Riders.
I was going to attempt to try to do it, but the fucking witch theme. I can't fucking do
Nails on a
You never have it
chalkboard.
happen, and you're in the middle of the open space.
There's a
but
bitch. Turn your light off.
Sounds like one of my ex-wives.
I love that line.
it. Bill's here.
Did you know? Crazy little bit of trivia. Even though we're in rapid fire here, did you know that they've theorized that witches were only manifested by pure grief?
Won't doubt it.
Especially with hard rain when you're going through like the
Yep.
abandoned.
The sugar mill.
Sugar
the
mill.
reason why they
I hate
theorized,
hard rain.
The reason they theorized why there were so many witches there was because like all of their husbands died,
Yeah.
in the sugar mill. Mm-hmm. So that's why there's so many witches in there, because there was so much grief manifested into that spot. That's what they changed into. That's why. Think about what's the small campaign that they put out?
Swamp fever.
No, not Swamp Fever. It was
Airport.
Which group of survivors?
It was The Passing.
The Passing?
The Passing, I think. That was the one where the Left 4 Dead 2 met Left 4 Dead 1.
Yes, the
There's the scene in The Passing where you come up on the pagoda and there's like a witch dressed in bridal garb. It's like always guaranteed to be right in that pagoda. You know which one I'm talking about. There's all the plastic chairs.
yeah.
You go
Yeah.
up, you go like
Yeah.
down the road, up
Yeah.
the ramp, and that's why they've like theorized that like witches manifest off of pure grief instead of like just the infection, because like there's just a bride left there at the altar, sobbing on the ground.
Shit.
What happened to the groom?
Either left at the altar or was eaten.
But it's a crazy
both.
theory to think about, because like, does that mean that all the special infected were manifested by special means?
And smokers could have been like just super heavy smokers.
Yep.
Boomers could have been really fat people.
Does that mean that chargers were chronic masturbators?
I mean,
Tanks never hit leg day.
Tanks never hit leg day. Dear Lord.
they do wear overalls. Bunch of redneck chargers.
I mean, the theories were never like.
I'll tell you what, there, Jim. Down. I'm gonna touch myself.
I'm gonna get myself a sister and we're gonna have a
Oh
good
my God.
time.
Shit, we're getting demonetized. We don't even make money.
We
doing this
ain't been
podcast.
demonetized yet.
Guys, you're demonetized. We don't even make money. You want to make money? Sure.
Sure.
You're demonetized.
Sure, here, sign this contract. You're getting 7 figures each. It's like, sure, demonetized.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I just pooped myself again.
No, it stinks. Alrighty, that's it for me.
well, I would hope so.
I like how subtle that ending was. Just all right. That's it for me.
Bye bye.
The awkward silence. Like, okay. Anyways,
On to you, sir.
so
Mr.
playing
Nikai.
off the horror aspect, you got Days
horror?
Gone. That too. It's got some like the decent ambience music. There's one part that stuck out to me, and it immediately got this vibe. It's going to be another Red Dead moment, and it was. And I was like, nope, not doing it, not getting emotional. Back of my eyes stung by the end of it. I'm like, they got me. Because it's, I probably said this on the podcast.
Yeah.
Stonskins might know what I'm talking about. The first song when you think Butcher's going to die. And I was like, because you're driving back at the motorcycle, it's just dead silent. There's no infected, nothing. It's just you and the empty road. And then the song starts. I'm like, there's no way. Because you know you can tell when it's going to be just an instrumental thing or if it's going to be an actual lyrical song. And I'm like, no.
That
Played it,
game,
and I was like,
that game needs a sequel right now.
Which game?
Right now.
Days Gone.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
I need to
that game
actually
sold more than
that.
Ghost of Tsushima did, but everybody talks about Ghost of Tsushima. But Days Gone was also phenomenal. They set
I
it
need
up
to
for a
actually
sequel.
sit down and play it. I have it on Steam.
It's so
Do
good.
it.
It's so good.
now.
Do it.
But master, It's not the Jedi way.
Screw it.
Fuck it, we ball.
As he just
Damn, I didn't know
killed,
Palpatine was cool like that.
as he just killed a whole bunch of younglings like 10 minutes ago. No, wait, that was after. Never mind.
I was about to say, wasn't that after?
I haven't watched Star Wars, so I wouldn't know.
I still hate you for that.
I know. I just watched
should-
all of the Lord of the Rings, and I just gotta go on
I have
Star
not
Wars.
watched The Lord of the Rings.
I've seen the
Peak.
first Hobbit.
I haven't.
I've got like 2 sets of
I've got the
Lord of the Rings and 2 sets of The Hobbit.
I've got the extended versions for Lord of the Rings. We
Oh,
could
cool.
spend 9 hours watching all
Let's
of them.
go, boys.
I think
Bring
I've
it
got,
over. Bring it over some weekend. We
I
definitely should sit
think
down and watch.
I've got the extended versions of The Hobbit except for Battle of the Five Armies. Pretty sure.
Just watch all of them and just like drilling at the
Listen, if
Take,
it's anything,
take breaks in
if
between
it's anything
each one.
like Star Wars when we first did it, we're brain dead.
Yeah.
You were falling asleep.
Yep.
Did I have one more? And the other one was Ghost of Tsushima. Just,
That was
that
also
music's
a great one, too.
phenomenal. Just the peaceful stuff. Then Mongols are like, game on.
Yeah.
Then the final boss is like, all right, let's
Kind
go.
of, you know, that game, like music wise, kind of reminds me of how Red Dead does it.
Oh, absolutely. But they didn't need an actual song to do it. I'm not saying Red Dead's wrong for making an actual like Ghost. Like, there's so much stuff with like the Japanese influence and all that. You don't need an actual song with it. Mm-hmm. Also, I need to play through the DLC because there's a God of War armor and a Bloodborne armor and probably other ones on the island with the DLC, and I want it. I've got it. I just gotta go back and play it.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I saw where to get it. I'm like, where's this from? I thought it was a mod. It's like, no, this is from DLC. I'm like, I have the DLC. But that's all I got.
Oh, let's see that. I can't think of any more personally from mine.
Kids next door, you got anything?
I'm going to take you out back of a Denny's and violate you in ways that you never thought possible.
Dear God.
Every orifice will be filled.
You're going to have waffles coming out of your asshole for days.
I like how it's waffles and nothing else.
I love the jokes that get like him to laugh but don't get him. But I love the moments I look over and just see him reeling backwards, trying not to laugh into the microphone, and it is hilarious.
Like they found out, and so I'm hard to break. So when he gets me, he gets me.
The sad part is I'm starting to figure out what does it more often, and
Yep.
I'm getting you.
I've noticed. I'm like, yeah, he got me.
Do you have any Suitcase that you want to fire off really quick that you can think of, or
You got any?
No, not really anything too much new. I mean,
I did bring up Kingdom Hearts. Just for the record.
Canto 7 of Limbus, like all the new music there.
See,
Just-
I would do it, but his voice is shot, so I feel bad if I did it.
Limbus Company.
as you're dying inside?
Bless you.
Now you got to keep the costs in there for the humor. Also, that actually cleared up my throat a little bit. I coughed and spat up mucus.
So tasty.
So tasty,
Yummy.
so good.
Unacceptable.
So, folks,
Oh yeah.
so technically this week we were going to the Retro Game Con, but so now it's official. We are going to do the Retro Game Con next week.
I'll set an
Right.
alarm. What time are we going to do it?
Are we doing it Sunday? Since you said you can't
We're
do
gonna do it
Saturday.
Sunday.
So was Sunday all good for you guys?
I mean, we'll just fill up our D&D slot again. It's fine with me.
All right.
I'll just let them know, like, after this week, this next week, we'll go back to doing the thing.
Okay.
Because there's, like, no other days that are, like, completely free for everybody.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Have you ever seen that bit video where it was like the DK actor? They were like, DK, you just killed Lanky. Yeah.
Yeah. DK. Funky's dead.
Not funny. Didn't laugh. And of course, thank you, Suitcase, for being here at the last minute. But thank you for joining us. I
Yeah,
can't talk
buddy.
because I'm burping. Excuse me.
God bless you.
That sounded
Thank you.
forced and fake as shit.
Thank you. It was not fake.
But it was forced.
no, seriously, he said that it was not fake. Just a fucking
But it was forced.
But yes, folks.
You force too much, you're going to throw up on the microphone.
Yeah,
That'd be
that was
hilarious.
How we don't.
That would be the most
Thank
funny
you.
thing. That would be the best bit ever.
That would suck.
Wait, I got to burp.
I would walk away.
Yeah, be like that episode of Family Guy where they take the medicine. They all
I don't
start
care. That's
throwing
the
up.
best bit in the entire show.
That is one of the
That's
best
the
bits.
best.
Who wants chowder?
Yep.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Didn't one of them
my
start
inside.
reverse throwing up?
What?
Didn't one of them like reverse throw up?
No,
No.
there was a. I don't remember if it was. They had the power to reverse everything, but yeah, they did reverse throw up that scene.
No, I think one of them threw up into the other one's mouth.
Oh,
and then they threw up.
yeah. Ugh.
Well, that was a weird fucking way of ending the podcast.
What? Woohoo!
Yippee!
Would it really
Yes.
be a maximum mileage podcast otherwise?
You're right.
Come on now.
But, folks, of course, thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you, Tall and Skinny, for being here.
I made it.
Finally.
It's about time.
Yeah. And with that, folks, we will see you folks later. And stay tuned for
don't-
more Maximum Mouthage podcast.
We
and more
don't see any of our people, and they don't see us.
You guys can see?
Anyways,
No.
that's the end of the episode. Have fun, Mouth Maniacs.
Sayonara!
Have a taste of democracy.